certainly, I suspect it takes up more energy than it actually gives you, so you could eat celery all day.
Yeah. The trouble is, though, it's not one of the things that you would want to eat all day, really, is it? I see the point you make.
Whereas that mince pie, you can see.
Yeah, I could have eaten plenty more of those.
28 minutes before that.
On digital radio, digital TV, mobile and online. This is BBC Radio 5 Live.
The 5 Live News, Michael Adebolajo and Michael Adebowale have been found guilty of murdering Fusilier Lee Rigby outside Woolwich Barracks in May. They were cleared of the attempted murder of a police officer. David Cameron has welcomed the verdict, saying the whole country is united in condemnation of what happened. The Home Secretary, Theresa May, has promised to look at whether the attack could have been prevented. 2 Royal Marines acquitted of the murder of an injured insurgent in Afghanistan can be named for the first time today as Corporal Christopher Glyn Watson and Marine Jack Alexander Hammond. The High Court has lifted an order preventing publication of their identities. Sergeant Alexander Blackman was convicted last month of murdering the Afghan Helmand Province 2 years ago. An independent inquiry has recommended an overhaul of the way hospital consultants are appointed. Sir Ian Kennedy was asked to investigate how an NHS surgeon had been allowed to continue using controversial breast cancer treatment. And the jury in the trial of 2 sisters accused of defrauding Charles Saatchi and Nigella Lawson has retired to consider its verdicts. Francesca Grillo and her sister Elisabetta both deny the charges.
Coming up on 5 Live Drive.
More like mother, like daughter. 4 girls from Bristol have been named in the England synchronised swimming squad, just as their mums were in the 80s and the 90s. And as for school food, Julia says, well, tomorrow, a semolina eating contest at school. She's probably the only one for them going to
Yeah, not much fun.
Semolina is the sort of stuff, once you start eating, you probably can't stop. Bowls, oh God, it all comes out of my mum. All right.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
I was never one for semolina, and after your description, I probably
No,
won't
probably
be. Not after that. Rangers have re-elected all 5 of its directors at the club's AGM. With more details, our Scotland football reporter, Roddy Forsyth.
The Rangers board survived with what was a landslide vote, courtesy of proxy votes from institutional investors. Even Brian Stockbridge, the Director of Finance, who was a particular target for disaffected fans and for the so-called requisitioners, the 4 alternative candidates who put themselves forward for board membership, was able to survive by a margin of almost 2-1. The burning question for Rangers fans now is how a business down to its last £1 million can be reconstructed to regain top-flight football, compete with Celtic and remain profitable. These are issues that are yet to be revealed or perhaps even addressed.
Tim Sherwood will remain in charge of Tottenham until told otherwise after talks with Chairman Daniel Levy today. The interim boss will therefore continue in the role for Sunday's